Welcome inside the Hall of Traditions here at West Virginia University. Geoff Coyle, your West Virginia insider, joined by the head coach of the Mountaineers football team, Dana Holgorsen. It's been a long time since we've had you on this program, but of course a lot of work has been done right here in Morgantown. As you take a look at this group that you're working with, of course you're still about 2 weeks out from the opener as you get set for Georgia Southern on September 5th. What has stood out to you as you look at these guys? A lot of new players who you're working with offensively, a lot of guys who you know all about on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, the good news is we're not having to plug a lot of these new guys in right now on either side of the ball. We're not going to play any true freshmen or new guys on defense because we got so many guys coming back. And then offensively, we're not in a whole lot of different situation for the exception of the wideout position.
Talked about this in the summer. Terrell Chestnut takes to his Twitter page and says that he doesn't care what anybody says. West Virginia University has the best secondary in the nation. This is a fifth-year senior saying this. This is a guy who has credibility in the locker room. He truly believes that the unit that he'll take the field with is the best in the entire Division I FBS. You like that confidence. You don't tell your guys to shy away from that. Why do you like to hear something like that coming from a guy who has been through some of the worst defensive performances you've seen, now getting ready for what he and you, of course, hope will be one of the best?
Well, if it's not true, hopefully they can convince themselves that it is true, which is just what confidence is all about. So, I mean, if you look back at where we were going into the Big 12 4 years ago, Terrell Chestnut was playing. Nana was playing. K.J. Dillon was a true freshman and playing. Carl Joseph was a true freshman and playing. A year later, you add Darrell Worley to the mix, who plays as a true freshman. A year later, you add Drayvon Henry to the mix, who's playing as a true freshman. So all those guys are the ones that have taken snaps our entire existence in the Big 12. So they feel like at this point they've developed, they know what's out there, they understand the challenges that Big 12 offenses possess, and we feel like we're much more equipped to be able to handle that.
You said that you feel like it's way farther away than just about 2 weeks, but as you get ready and there's still work to be done before that first game week, what do you feel like are the biggest, concerns, but the biggest things that you feel like this team still needs to work on?
Well, that first game's a challenge. Georgia Southern possesses a lot of challenges that we're going to have to spend a lot of time defensively preparing for their offense. And then their defense possesses some challenge because it's different than what we do defensively. So that's one. Probably the other thing is just the timing on offense is what's got to come along. We got some good running backs. We're going to be able to run the ball. I feel like our quarterbacks are going to be able to manage the game. We'll be able to do some possession stuff with the inside receivers with Tequil and KJ and Jordan Thompson, who have been here for a long time. It's just strictly the timing on the outside. That doesn't just happen overnight.
Yeah, plenty of practice left to be done. Plenty of work for this man who, as soon as he leaves here, putting the whistle, the visor back on.
It's back to work, man. We're still in camp mode right now, so we got another week of camp. From a coaching perspective, it's still camp to us, but we'll get into game week next week.
Grab a Red Bull and get ready. September 5th, the opener here in Morgantown, West Virginia, and Georgia Southern.